Hafa and welcome to Weekend Edition. I'm Crystal Paco, so glad you could join us. It's been a year of cutbacks and shutdowns for Guam so far. The Guam Police Department feeling the direct impacts after it was forced to close its Hagåtña precinct earlier this year. But as Jason Salas reports, change is coming as GPD works to bring new officers on the force.
Making it a mission to build on protecting and serving Guam.
Now, this is going to help, of course, with our shortage of manpower and, of course, the demand, demands that are associated with daily operations with police work, and particularly in the patrol areas.
Multiple efforts are underway to beef up the manpower for our men and women in blue. Guam Police Department Sergeant Paul Tapao says 6 candidates in their 9th police training cycle started in June, and they're on track to finish up by March of 2019. This follows the recent graduation of 10 officers who are set for promotion to Police Officer 1 at the end of the month. Tapao adds they're opening up another cycle for 15 more officers. But how can GPD afford this after GovGuam's latest financial struggles?
This is 100% federally funded to the cops hiring grant. So again, this is no hit to the general funds and everything.
It's efforts to enhance the safety and security of the community. Anyone interested in becoming a GPD officer can head over to the Department of Administration before the application date closes, and that is on August the 8th.
More than a decade later, and it's back to the backpacks for the island's public school children. They'll be trending at local middle and high schools next school year after DOE announced students won't have to wear mesh. It was back in 2005 after a Simon Sanchez High School student brought a homemade explosive to school that the Guam Education Board required mesh bags at local public schools. Here's DOE spokesperson Isa Baza.
So you may recall that some of our schools did have mesh bag policies in the past, and so students were required to purchase bags with the mesh outer lining. Right. But now these students are allowed to choose a bag of their liking as long as it conforms to certain specifications.
The new uniform bag policy was passed by the island-wide Board of Governing Students. Bags should have no vulgar language or inappropriate images, no secret or hidden pockets, and no connected articles that express or can be used for violence. In Decision Watch, we take a closer look at what the gubernatorial candidates are doing to get your vote and what one political analyst says is going to take what's it going to take to cross the finish line victorious. You've seen the ads all over social media, but is that really making an impact? KUAM political analyst Ron McNinch.
It really doesn't help them unless the news media report on them in some way and they get themselves into traditional news.
That, McNinch says, is what's called earned media. But aside from candidates getting their name on the news, they also have to make a connection with voters.
We elect people who we feel connected to, if we have a relationship to them, that will vote for them.
It's a blend of old school politicking with the new school, something the gubernatorial candidates admit is part of their strategy.
We're getting our message the traditional way, not only by canvassing. We also have our website that has been stood up, believeguam.com. We also have the use of the social media.
We've certainly bought some ads and we've bought some inserts, and we're using social media as well, and of course earned media is always very good.
We walk the streets and just knock on doors and reach out to the people and ask them to vote for us, to listen to our platform, to hear their concerns as well. So we're doing a lot of that. Of course, some social media.
Social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also we're using, traditional media, airtime, TV. We're going to start doing radio. We're also doing face-to-face, a lot of face-to-face.
Whether it's traditional media, digital, door-to-door campaigning, or a combination, McNinch says D18 is going to get interesting.
They're conserving their energy, in my view, to the end. And it's going to get ugly, in my view.
Now for this month's Good Neighbors segment, featuring a Good Samaritan in our community and highlighting their everyday acts of selflessness. This month we meet a little boy who's always ready to help. Here's more.
The Good Neighbor, presented by Title Guarantee, Guam's first, oldest, and most experienced title and escrow company.
Meet Rennie Peruganen. He likes to help.
Help
Rennie, better known to his family as Rumble, was a big help to Guam Power Authority linemen post-Tropical Storm Maria. GPA spokesperson Art Perez.
He held the ladder to make sure the lineman was safe, and all work stopped. Supervisor surveyed the scene and said, hang on, little guy, you can't be out here working with the line crew unless you have a hard hat. So they gave him a hard hat, and he stayed with the linemen working to restore power to the area. Once the all clear was given, everybody was back at a safe distance. He helped energize the whole area.
Like most of the island, Rumble's home along Ramirez Street in Ordet was left in the dark. Here's Rumble's dad. His name is also Rennie.
The trees knocked down our line, so kept calling and calling. Power people came out, and he ran out there and stayed with them. Better than being inside. He just stayed with them. At first he was at a distance, and then he got closer and closer and closer.
Not only did he stay by their side, Rumble brought some much-needed moral support to crew members who had worked 12 to 16 hours a day to restore power to island residents that week. Earlier this week, Rumble was named an honorary GPA lineman.
As a token for our appreciation for Mr. Peruginen and all his hard work that night, the line crew's GPA, we want to honor you. You are an honorary lineman from this day forward. Renee, Mr. Peruginen is a GPA Storm Soldier. He's also called Rumble, right? Renee Rumble Peruginen, honorary lineman. So this is your jacket. You wear it with pride. And we need to replace your baseball hat with a hard hat for GPA.
Rumble tells KUAM he wants to be a lineman when he grows up.
So I can help fix power.
And what happens when the power goes out?
Nothing. Nothing to do.
And he's obviously ready to work.
He's already following the crew out the door, so he wants to join the crew and do some work.
Rumble turned 8 this week, so of course there was cake.
Happy birthday, dear Rumble. Happy birthday to you.
As this month's Good Neighbor recipient, Title Guarantee will donate $100 to a charity of Rumble's choice. He picked the Make-A-Wish Foundation, a nonprofit that makes wishes come true for children diagnosed with a critical illness. Make-A-Wish grants a wish on average every 38 minutes. It's believed that the wish experience can influence a kid's physical health.
Some kind of kid, he always gets a lot of attention. It makes me proud.
The Good Neighbor, presented by Title Guarantee, Guam's first, oldest, and most experienced title and escrow company.
More Weekend Edition after the break.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
A simple handshake. That's all Jake Calvo needed when he started his company. Today, 80 years later, we like to say thank you to all of you who have taken our hand in trust. Thank you to the dreamers. Thank you to the realists. Thank you to the family-oriented. Thank you to the entrepreneurial. Thank you to those climbing the corporate ladder. And to the ones starting a new life together. Thank you to the traditionalists and the edgy. To the young at heart and the old souls. Thank you to the daring, to the protective, to the practical. Thank you to the hopeful. To all of you from all of us, our deepest, happiest, and infinite thanks.
80 years here for you. 80 years thanks to you. Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust.
As a nurse, I cared for thousands of patients at their time of greatest need. I know how important it is to have our only public hospital accredited. With your help, Josh and I will change our island's approach to healthcare. We will reduce insurance costs, make sure there are enough beds at GMH, better utilize public health centers, and invest in the latest technology. We will get the job done. I'm in to help get us there, and I humbly ask for your vote.
I'm Lilian Guerrero and I approve this message.
In this divided world, there are still things that unite us. Great music, thrilling games, and the love for that perfect burger. Ruby Tuesday Guam, for the love of burgers menu. For a limited time, get an amazing burger for just $11.99. Lunchtime at Ruby Tuesday Guam.
Summer is here, and at Cars Plus and Mighty, that means big savings during our summer clearance event. Right now, save up to $8,000 on select 2018 Ram 1500 SLT Crew Cab, or save $3,250 on a 2018 Chrysler Pacifica. Voted Family Car of the Year. 1.99 APR financing is available for qualified buyers. Plus, buy today and receive a Cars Plus value card, where you get 21 cents off per gallon at all Shell stations. Don't miss our summer clearance event, going on now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
We're celebrating our 135th anniversary today, both in the outlying regions on which we hub and also here in Guam itself. It means so much to our team here in Guam. It means a lot to us in the Matson management team, because what it says is we're here to stay. It's a real physical manifestation of our commitment to this region. It's so important that we hire locally, we develop talent locally, we train locally. What's been a wonderful addition to our approach there is that many of the people who started off in Guam have gone off into significant leadership roles elsewhere in the company.
This is our headquarters here in Guam in Micronesia. And when we talk about putting down our roots, it's not just doing business, it's about everything we do with our friends, our customers, and our employees. I believe that nobody can replicate what we do, and that's why we have such a great team and such a great service and why we're successful. This is our home, this is our life, and we're happy to make a difference in everyone else's life.
Buenas and half a day. I am Senator Talina Cruz Nelson. As we commemorate the 74th Liberation Day, let us take some time to reflect on our island and our people. Let us remember the sacrifice and hardships that our people endured during the war. Let us also remember all the men and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our island and our people. From my family to yours, happy Liberation Day, Guam, and God bless.
I'm Talina Cruz Nelson, and I approve this message.
There are more ways to experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
Hafa and welcome back. Now time to check out what's trending on social media with Asha Robles.
Hey everyone, I'm Asha Robles and here's what happened this week on Trend Spotting. Caught on camera, a video of a man in a white truck caught dumping what appeared to be a refrigerator on the side of the road in Dedido went viral across WhatsApp and Facebook this past week. Fortunately, we were able to put a name to the face. George Saria voluntarily came forward talking to Guam EPA about his actions. He stated that, quote, he learned from his mistake, end quote. He claimed that he had permission from his cousin and didn't know he'd be in trouble for dumping his trash. Saria apologized, saying it was an honest mistake. He also clarified that he was only dumping green waste and not the white goods seen in the video. Ultimately, he cooperated with EPA and paid a fine that the agency says ranged between $200 to $1,000. So what should you do if you do have trash? The Guam Solid Waste Authority has options on their website and encourages recycling. For larger items like tires or junk vehicles, you can call Guam EPA at 475-1658. Meet baby Kingsley. KUAM got the chance to spend some time with the 8-month-old baby who was all smiles, even though he is living with a rare genetic condition called epidermolysis bullosa, or EB. It's known as one of the worst diseases that currently has no cure or treatment for it. Parents Matt Taposnia and Alyssa Eklavea say it's been a tough ride since Kingsley was first born, stating that he was missing some skin on his feet and knuckles. Now, Blisters cover his body and sometimes can be happening internally. With no care that they can receive on Guam, the family is forced to travel off-island to seek medical help. Aklavea hopes her son's story will raise awareness, and all she is asking from the community is prayers for Kingsley, a precious little fighter who, like his mom and dad, is learning every day how to live with EB. The community online sent their prayers through comments. There is a national effort out there to help find a cure for youngsters like Kingsley. You can check it out at Deborah.org. In lighter news, Guam has been making noise in various sports and activities on and off island. A big congratulations to Skip for taking home the Diamond Icon Award. They competed in Myrtle Beach last week and scored the top of various divisions for one of the largest national dance finals, the Showstopper Dance Competition. Well done, guys! Huge shout out to Guam's Trey Santos for winning the Frontier League All-Star Home Run Derby. Trey belted 32 home runs to beat out former big leaguer Rick Ankiel in the finals. Here's how the fans back home responded. Another Guamanian doing big things and representing our island, congratulations to Desiree EA for claiming the bronze medal in the 60 kg weight class at the USPA National Powerlifting Competition this weekend in Las Vegas, Nevada. Lastly, Team Guam continues to make us proud at the Micro Games in Yap. Guam's track and field athletes Ryan Matienzo won the gold in the 10,000 with a time of 36 minutes and 15 seconds. Ben Middlebrook took silver at 39 minutes and 45 seconds, and Janina Cross won gold in the women's with a time of 47 minutes and 54 seconds. Awesome job, guys! Our women's basketball team also opened the Micro Games with a win over Palau, 79-41. Destiny Castro helped her team with a game high of 24 points, with teammate Kylie Beneventi knocking in 10 points. Again, Team Guam making all of us back home proud. That's it for now. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, Asha. Your Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week report is up next. Stay tuned.
If you get nervous about having dental treatment, you're not alone. An estimated 35 million adults experience anxiety or nervousness at the simple thought of visiting the dentist. As your dentist, I strive to make your visit as painless or pain-free as possible. And I frequently tell my patients that in the 21st century, if we can give you medicines to put your tooth to sleep or medicines to take an infection or toothache away, we can surely give you something to help relax you and take all fear away. No one ought to sit in a dental chair thinking of bad childhood memories or fearing injections. If you're a dental coward, but you really do want your teeth fixed, don't wait until the pain is killing you. Come in, tell us your fears, and set up an appointment. We have convinced many that dental treatment doesn't need to be scary anymore. For your helpful dental minute, I'm Dr. Kenny Bourgeois of Paradise Smiles. You shall never know all the good a simple smile can do.
Character selfie specials at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam. Snap a selfie with any of our new friends, share it on social media, and tag us at CEC Guam. Show your post at the counter and get the special for only $5. Specials valid Mondays through Fridays in July at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam.
All right, everybody, last week we told you that social media is an incredibly powerful tool that you can use to help keep your neighborhood safe. And proof positive, Sergeant Paul Tapau is here, and we are going to talk about some developments that have been made and how the system works, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we did highlight about, getting involved in a neighborhood watch program and more importantly, linking up with the respective members. And like you said, over the week, we saw firsthand exactly the power of social media and the power, most importantly, with a respective neighborhood watch program.
Yeah, and in the story we did, they actually credited the neighborhood watch program and what was like, we're not going to give away like what, who said what or what medium it was over and everything, but you were talking about how powerful WhatsApp is and how mayors and communities and everything, they start that themselves, but they were able to apprehend a group of youngsters who were responsible for some
absolutely. And this this is attributed to all the members within the respective watch group in the village of Sinahania, and it took that resident or that member, the paying attention to details as to exactly the behavior and the mannerism of what was going on. And it was simply what they were posting, and at the same time they were posting that, information of vandalism was also being shared, and within a matter of actually ascertaining all the information within the respective watch group, they were able to apprehend the individuals that were responsible for numerous graffitis within the village. And that's just highlight of what was shared. And to hit abroad, a social media platform had posted information of illegal dumping, and it was shared to the Neighborhood Watch program that was also shared to the proper authorities, where EPA and of course the Guam Police Department, they got involved and they were able to identify the perpetrator that was involved for that illegal dumping. So yeah, the Neighborhood Watch programs and the social medias that they're connected to, it's all geared towards safety and security within the community.
And it's not just talk, the system actually works. Because one thing, it's not just you, because you go out to schools all the time and you talk to young people, but I've seen other fellow police officers who will go to young people and just say, it's like, hey, I'm 23, but I'm an old guy by now. So what messaging platforms are you using, and how do they work, and how can you actually send me information? And you guys are really doing a good job of trying to stay on top of what everybody uses to communicate with each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is just a platform with the Neighborhood Watch and with the Crime Stoppers. What we're seeing more now, the influx of tips that are coming in is to the P3 tip software. And we've been stressing it since we first enacted it within the program. And we're actually doing payouts for some drug seizures. We're actually doing payouts for some closures of aggravated assault and an attempted murder case. And we're going to continue to use that platform, because this is a system where the community can report information of a crime through the Crime Stoppers, again, to the safety and within the safety and confines of their homes, using our P3 tip software. And some of the platforms that they actually use is they take Snapchats or they take videos from the various social media, and they're allowed and they're able and capable of putting that into the P3 tip program that we have in play for the Guam Crime Stoppers. So whether it be a WhatsApp, Facebook page, or Snapchat, or any type of social media, you can actually use that and provide that information into our P3 software.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when people talk about cybercrime, they normally talk about, people going in and changing grades in schools, or, breaking into banks and everything like that, or, creating, the whole fake news thing and everything like that. But cybercrime is also GPD and people in positions of authority being aware of what's going on as far as messaging, and then using that to be, even just to be able to communicate, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We use it, and the beautiful thing, again, with the power of social media and what was going on, is that we also work with the Marianas Fusion Center up at the Guam Homeland Security, and they have personnel there from various law enforcement agencies, to include the federal side of Office of Homeland Security, just receiving information about anything and everything that comes, whether it's a hit that's coming in locally or abroad from, of course, the United States. And it's being vetted, it's being shared. That information is given to GPD. We take that same information, whether it be newsworthy for our respective members, we send it to the area commanders for the respective neighborhood watch, and they disseminate that information to them. So again, the power of social media, the platforms that they use, we're able to receive information and empower our citizens who are actively engaged in crime prevention within the community.
Okay. Now, I must ask something, Sarge, because I know somebody stopped me at the mall this past weekend and just asked me, they said, I saw that segment you had with Sergeant Tapao, it was really cool. Mm-hmm. If I ever want to send, I see something suspicious and I happen to capture it, or, I have like a message that I want to pass on to GPD, that person who was a young person was saying, I'm just concerned about, will at that point, if I message GPD, will they be tracking me, or will they be monitoring me from that point on? And could I ever get, pulled into court or something like that because of stuff I send them in? That's a valid concern.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I agree with that too, because, nobody wants to go testify and everything. This is where the Guam Crime Stoppers come in. Our P3 software, it's encrypted, and again, we practice full anonymity. Mm-hmm. You take that, what you have, what you captured, or whether it be in WhatsApp, Facebook, or any type of social media, you can transfer that. Our P3 software allows you to put that information, share that information into our program, where you can provide that information. I take that information and I give it to the proper agency or an investigative agency, and they run with the case. They come back, they're not even asking who sent this, they're just asking if we can correspond and get more information from this tipster.
So if people are worried about, possibly, being watched from that point, for lack of a better term, and everything like that, the P3 software guarantees anonymity. Right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And, we, like I said, it's been paying dividends because we're actually paying out rewards now. We're actually messaging them, hey, this is what's going to be happening. Stay tuned for more information, how to receive your reward. We're actually using pictures that are captured through WhatsApp, giving it to our investigators as part of evidence, and they don't need to call them back or bring them in for questioning or anything should the event of the incident go to court.
All right, well, good to see. So we know about the EPA situation with the possibly illegal dump, and we know about the young people caught for the Sinahanya break-ins and everything. So 2 up, 2 down. What do we got this week?
This week is our sister village of Neganya Heights. A home was actually vandalized again, and we want to reach out because of the proximity into Sinahanya, and that the person had reached out via social media, via the Neganya Heights Neighborhood Watch, and we want to see if there's a connection. So we want to ask the community to pay attention to the crime report, and if you've seen or you heard something within that area and the date of time, please give us a call.
All right, well, if you can help, take a look.
On Sunday, July 8th at around 7 p.m., it was reported to police that the homeowner from 410 Naval Hospital Road, Route 7 in Neganya Heights, discovered that his vehicle was maliciously damaged by an unknown individual while parked secured and unattended within the garage of their home. The vehicle in question is a black Acura, which sustained damages to the front driver's side window. It is not known if any items were stolen from within the vehicle. Now, the Guam Crime Stoppers is reaching out to the community for their help in reference to this case. If anyone has any information about this crime or any other crime, you can call our 24-hour hotline at 477-HELP, that's 4357, or submit a tip online at guam.crimestoppersweb.com. All calls will remain completely confidential, and a cash reward of up to $1,000 could be paid if the information provided leads to an arrest and a grand jury indictment. Your call does make a difference.
All right, we appreciate it as always. You guys are really on top of your game as far as, giving every single Guamanian, so many outlets to get in touch with you guys and make sure that they can help keep our community safe. And you've really reinforced this, that, it's your community, it's your village, it's your island. You should be able to take ownership of that.
Absolutely, and we encourage that. We continue to ask on a day-to-day and daily basis, get involved. Whether you are involved in a neighborhood watch program or you just want to help out, give us information. It's your civic duty. Be a steward of your community and provide that information to us.
All right. Well, hey, happy Liberation Day.
You too. Viva Guam. Happy Liberation.
All right. It's been good talking to you as always.
Thanks again.
And we will see you right after this.
Summer is here, and at Cars Plus and Mighty, that means big saving during our summer clearance event. Right now, save up to $8,000 on select 2018 Ram 1500 SLT Crew Cab, or save $3,250 on a 2018 Chrysler Pacifica. Voted Family Car of the Year. 1.99 APR financing is available for qualified buyers. Plus, buy today and receive a Cars Plus value card, where you get 21 cents off per gallon at all Shell stations. Don't miss our summer clearance event, going on now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Visitors make memories on our island. They contribute millions of dollars every year to our community. So what does that mean? Tourism keeps our island's culture alive.
And it strengthens our identity as Chamorros.
Tourism creates opportunities for local businesses to thrive.
The dishes I create feature local ingredients.
These ingredients come from local farms and create local jobs for farmers like us.
For every job we see in tourism,
there are hundreds more we don't see.
From teachers
to babysitters
to engineers.
We all work in the tourism industry.
Our visitor industry benefits everyone. It improves our income and gives back to our community.
Meaning more opportunities for a better Guam.
Tourism works for Guam.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
purchase a vehicle from our dealerships, we give back to the American Cancer Society and Guam Cancer Care. With your help, together, we've raised over $400,000, giving local cancer patients a gift of more anniversaries, more birthdays, more years, more days. Together, we're giving them the gift of time. Triple J, customers first.
And before we close out the news tonight, here's our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. We have some Liberation Day babies in the house. Happy birthday to you, Ava Rihanna Mateo, turning 13. And also to you, Tina Estacio Canada. Happy birthday to Tina of Laddie Heights, originally of Jontna. As always, we've scheduled a fireworks display to celebrate your big day. Also celebrating this weekend, happy 9th birthday, Serenity Jade. Hope you have a blast on this special day. May all you wish for come true. We love you always and forever. Mom, Dad, Jaylee, Carmelin, and Junior. And also happy birthday to KUAM's very own Robert Clark. Remember, you can be a part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include your photo, your name, and birth date. That's all the time we have from all of us here at Guam's News Network. Thanks for watching and have a safe weekend. We leave you with a look at this year's Liberation Day Parade.
Is brought to you by IT&E.